for Disney, and I am the Vice President of Acquisitions, Co-Productions, and Worldwide Program Strategy. I oversee the acquisitions, certainly in the US, for XD, Disney Junior, and Disney Channel. Each job, it's been different. I was fortunate enough to do a pilot called Full House that went to a series and was a very, very successful series. And I worked for two gentlemen, well, actually four, Tom Miller, Bob Boyette, and then Bickley Warren, Michael Warren and Bill Bickley, who really shaped my career in terms of their style and just the way in which they got things done, the way they ran a writer's room, so many valuable lessons. I think it's exciting. I mean, for somebody, I've been in the business for a long time, so for me to constantly feel challenged, I think we all feel challenged, right? I think we have to continue to move and move quickly, and the fact that kids have the ability to watch content anywhere and everywhere, it's certainly not the way I grew up, and at a very traditional, sit down, one television, and you fought for the remote. It's very different now. So I think it's exciting for kids, and I think kids are helping direct. They're directing the conversation, they're directing the kind of content that we make, which I think is also really exciting. They're everywhere, so they're in linear still, but they're on their mobile device. They're watching YouTube. They're consuming a lot of YouTube, as we know. They're at Netflix. I mean, there's a lot of competition for all of us, I think, and it's going to get even more competitive. The challenging part is for us to be able, from a rating standpoint, recognize and find out what they are, because we can't recognize those ratings yet outside of the linear, so that's challenging for broadcasters. But we know those kids are there. We know their habits. We just need to be able to have a system now that is able to capture that ratings information. It's a great time. We do so much business at MIP and MIP Junior and MIP TV. We send, at this particular market, we have about 40 acquisition and programming director executives with us. The world comes, and we use it as an opportunity to get together and gather. And then we take multi-territory meetings for about 2 days. And then we take a lot of individual meetings. So the market is a time for us. We also screen 2 days. I mean, I think one of the most valuable parts for us is to be able to sit and screen. And while it's tedious, it's our jobs. And we find content. We find those gems that we just wouldn't have had access to because perhaps they're from an indie company and there's somebody that we've not met before. So we think it's incredibly valuable. I think it's great. I think it's very insightful to have a group of buyers from different situations. We have a lot to say, and I think it's constantly about making it better and making it so it's even more user-friendly and attracting indie producers and attracting people that perhaps, feel overwhelmed by it. I think that's part of our role, is to advise and guide, and also, for the most part, many of us have been coming a very long time. So I think just sharing our experiences hopefully will help someone. We have about, I think, 4 first-timers on our Disney team this year. We pair them up with somebody because we move very quickly. I was also just saying that Disney has a stand. As a buyer, we go from meeting to meeting to meeting outside of our stand. So we're constantly running from one meeting to the next. And if you turn, or if you look, if you stop, you're gone, you're lost. But I think our role as an advisory board also is to really welcome newcomers and to really encourage people to come and find a partner, find someone to do this with, find someone that can help you navigate the system, because I think it's daunting in the beginning, but there's so much value. But seeing a friendly face always helps.